Hello everyone, welcome back to the final video of the Swiftness Studios COVID-19 Let's Play Marathon. And I am very excited about this last game because if you've been subscribed for a while, it's going to look very familiar to all of you. It is the Swiftness Squad Video Game. This is a game I made... Oh dear, the graphics and sound are not synced up. The video and sound are not synced up at all. That seems to be a problem I had when I first made this. So this was a game I made back in 2017, I think. And it's not very good. I took a pre-existing game called Minnesota Cuke and the Coconut Apes, and ooh, that sound is just dreadful. It was called Minnesota Cuke and the Coconut Apes, and I just sort of kind of gave it a big graphical and musical and script. Basically just a complete overhaul to make it a completely different game. And this is kind of what came out of it. And do I think it's good? No. But I mean, I still enjoy playing it. So if you don't know what just happened, if I remember correctly, the evil Dr. Death just sent our main protagonist, Josh, to a mysterious dimension. Well, a mysterious land in a mysterious dimension. And that's pretty much it. And he's about to be encountered by a new foe.
Video game. Type in your name or choose your name off the list below. Then click the green go arrow to start playing.
Who should I be? How about Funky Kong? Here we go.
What's going on? Where am I?
And as you can tell, that's voiced by a younger me. Voiced with an iPhone 5, or recorded with an iPhone 5, if I recall correctly, just squatting in my closet.
Come here. I don't even know where I am.
And this is the evil Princess Victoria, the main protagonist of the story, and she is voiced by an old friend of mine named Helena.
That's nice. Look, if you could just show me the way out, I'll get out of your hair forever.
Well, I might be evil, but I'm not completely heartless. Suppose you and I make
Okay.
What kind of deal?
So I wrote the script too, and it's... So the cutscenes in the original Minnesota Cuke game were just like pictures and audio files, kind of like a slideshow almost. I had to use the exact same amount of pictures and sound files in order to make the script work, so I just edited the music all into individual sound files, which explains why the sound just cuts out like every couple of seconds on the cutscenes. And I also had to like make the pictures like change in context to what they're saying, but also keep the same amount of used pictures. If that doesn't make sense, then like don't worry, because it's making just as much sense now as it did when I made this. In essence, the cutscenes are not the best, but I mean, I guess you at least know what's going on in the story, so I guess I can't complain too much. Alright, so without further ado, here we go! Act 1. Oh gosh, it's bringing back memories. Oh! Ew! Ew, what was that? Hold on. I don't remember that. That looks horrible. Ew. Oh. Oops.
Here I go.
Also, I think the game is running much faster than it's supposed to. Okay, control, shoot stuff. Yeah, so I know a couple of days ago I said this isn't gonna be, these videos aren't gonna be action-packed, but can you really call this action-packed? You don't really know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, this game is definitely running way faster than it's supposed to. I don't know if that's the virtual machine's fault or... Actually, more than likely, it's just probably because I don't know how to make a video game. Like, when it comes to, like, judging or reviewing anything, I don't like to judge things very much, but I do like to review them. I kind of live by a rule saying, until I've, like, actually tried to do the same thing myself, I have no right to make any kind of judgment. Like, say... If I want to say, ooh, this video game is bad, it's so terribly designed, I feel like you can't really... I feel like you should make a video game first before you kind of say those statements, just so you can see just how really hard it is to make a video game. And as you can see, making a video game is very difficult. Oh yeah.
Here I go.
There were like some sprites at the end of the original Minnesota Cuke game, but I just completely just deleted them. So it'd just be like, oh, Josh went to a teleportation area, just because, you know, I'm lazy. So What was I saying before? Oh yeah, so I feel like kind of like, you know, if you before you go on judging and saying that, oh, these guys stink at making video games, maybe you should try like making a video game yourself so you can just see how truly difficult it is to make a video game in the first place. And so that wasn't the reason I made this. I just made this just for fun and craps and giggles and all that, but I don't know. Now I see how hard it is to make a video game, and I kind of give video game designers a little more like more kudos for what they do. What is that? Oh, it's an Extra Life, I forgot. So, I haven't played this game in so long. Ah!
Here I go.
Didn't mean to scream on sync. See, things haven't changed that much between... Actually, I've changed a lot since 20... Doggone it! I haven't changed... Things have changed a lot for me since 2017, but... I guess screaming-wise... Yeah, this was when I was still trying to get into, like, being a voice actor, which is, not really, like, my passion anymore. Like, I just lost interest in it completely. I don't know what it was. Doggone it! I don't know what kind of made me quantify that decision. I just kind of lost interest. It just didn't sound very appealing to me the more I, like, got older and a little wiser and learned about the working world and all that. So, I guess whether you believe in this stuff or not, I'm just kind of waiting on the Lord, seeing what he wants me to do, because he knows me much better than I do. And also, do you like that the sky just sort of doggone it! Oh, nuts. He's dead. So, do you like that my backgrounds are all just kind of the exact same, but just with different shades of color? So yeah, this is a wonderful field. And also, this would be much better if it was running at its original speed, but also I have a microphone in front of the keyboard, so it's a little hard to see what my exact key actions are. I'm kind of hunched over. Ooh, that's a seizure-inducing thing. Wait, doesn't even, like... That's right, I added cat sounds. Gosh, what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah, so the music in here is also, like, royalty-free music, just off of YouTube's audio library, because, like, I could have composed, like, songs for each level if I wanted to. I sometimes compose in my spare time, but not very frequent at all. Or frequently, if you want to be Captain Grammar. Yeah, so I did have... good thing I got that extra life. So, like... I did have, like, an alternative version of this game where I had the music that I wanted... Oh, that's the end of the level. Where I just had the music that I wanted to put in. But, it was all, like, copyrighted music, like remixes of Nintendo and Sega music, and I was like, there's no way I could get away with that. So that was kind of my first take on the music, but then I just added royalty-free music so I could get away with, like, actually publishing this game. Which reminds me, you can actually still download this game if you dig deep into my uploads and find the original download link for the game, because I still left the original trailer up, even though this game apparently doesn't work very well on Windows 10. It plays, like, unplayably slow for some reason, and I have no idea why. I've tried 1,001 ways to fix it, and I just couldn't do it. It's just weird. Oh yeah, forgot about that enemy. That's completely fair. I tried like 1,000,001 ways to try to fix it, and I just could not for the life of me figure out how to do it. Yeah, so if you were wanting to play it on a modern PC, I had some people saying, why is it so slow? It's like, I don't know, I can't fix it. Yeah, so I'm currently playing this on a Windows XP virtual machine, and as you can see, it's got the opposite problem. It's running way too quickly, to the point where I keep... Woo! See? I keep missing cues. Like, it just sped up way more just that at that 1 second. That's so weird. And also, I'm sorry if my sentences tend to not make sense in this specific playthrough. Sometimes my sentences don't make too much sense, but this playthrough especially, because it's a little hard to talk and play video games at the same time, or talk or do anything at the same time. Yeah, this is more royalty-free music, and those stars are just... I did all of the artwork and the backgrounds and everything in MS Paint. Nowadays, I use Anime Studio and Adobe Photoshop, which it does the trick. And... oh, yay, checkpoint. I'm just sort of doing a speed run crap.
Here I go.
Don't, why did I have me hover over the pit? That's not a good idea. Yeah, all this was done in MS Paint. I accomplished... I finished this game in... gosh, I want to say 2 months? Because, like, I don't recall doing any actual coding for the game, which, thankfully, I hate coding. I took a coding class in college, and it was just the worst. I am not a fan of coding. Like, although for people, like I said, for people who do coding, and now I see you guys really deserve all the money you make and all the respect. Because seriously, coding is so tedious and obnoxious. I don't know why I put cat sounds. Yeah, so... my lines for this game, I played the character Josh. Big surprise. But, I think, I recorded Helena's lines just at her house. Just held up an iPhone and we just was like, hey, this'll work. I don't know if she ever played this game. I have no idea. No, I think she had a Mac, so maybe she didn't. I don't know. I don't know if she ever played it, but I think she had a Windows laptop as well, but that's not important, but okay. Why did I make an invisible enemy? That's not fair. Okay. Careful. I think I don't have any lives left, I don't think. I like how the sky is green. I think the messed up illustrations and pixels are a result of the virtual machine too. See, now it's running slow. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, thankfully, because I don't want to miss hopping in those baskets or whatever the heck they are. Yay! Alright. There's 5 worlds, so I'm at world 3 now.
Hard to see in the dark. I could see why you named them all Kevin.
Something wrong.
What? Like I said, the script doesn't make too much sense. I actually don't know if I said that, but... no, I just said the way they're put together doesn't make too much sense because I only had like a limited amount of time in each cutscene to work with, but the actual story itself still doesn't make too much sense.
Except for that one time when Melody accidentally stabbed me in the back. But anyway,
this was just more like craps and giggles writing instead of me actually trying to be... Actually, no, I tried really hard on this script, which is... it's really hard to write when you have boundaries. Like writing boundaries and technical boundaries and such, which is why I have so much respect for people who can like write for kids shows and such, because which is why I have so much respect for like people who like write kids shows and such, because like you just have like such a high boundary that you have to follow when you're writing, and that could just be like really tricky. Lava River. This music's a little too happy for such like an ominous looking place. Or red, like, maroon sky. I don't know what color this is. Like, dark brown. Like, happy ska music. 2-foot combo H. Whoa. Okay, I don't think I even touched that, but whatever.
What is this stuff?
I don't... whoa, Oh, that's right. That was like a special power-up in the game that was going to be used, but I was too lazy to finish it. And so, like, I just like, oh, he can be blank. It's like a mystery object that makes him fly around. Yeah, Nintendo, Sega, or Capcom, I don't know. Any other game company that needs a game designer, my dice is just looking elsewhere. Because one, I really am not the best game designer, and two, I just don't want to. Like, I never made this game hoping it would be like a big hit, like the best of the best on like Steam Workshop or whatever. I just made this purely for fun and just so I could say, hey, I made a video game, you know, just like a bucket list kind of thing. And I mean, when you kind of make something like that, you don't really care about appealing the public that much. It's more of just, I don't know if it's, I could say it's like a proof of concept. More of just a proof of saying, hey, I learned something new. It's like the first time you're a kid and you bake a cake, usually like all by yourself and your mom or dad supervises or whatever, and like, you know for a fact that the cake is not gonna be like Gordon Ramsay quality cake. I don't know if he even judges cakes, but you know, it's not going to be of top tier quality, but you're like, hey, I made a cake. That's something I've created with my own two hands, and regardless of how good or bad it is, I'm proud that I've just made something. And if I had a choice between this and a cake, I'd probably take a cake. I don't know. I can make a pretty mean coffee cake. Woo, what was that? I forgot what that was. Oh yeah, these are like bigger enemies, and they throw like bigger rocks at you. I mean, granted, it's not too dangerous. Why is also the venue has just completely changed between this level and the next level. I meant like between the last level and this level. See, like I said, some people are like really good at multitasking where they can talk and like do something else at the same time. I'm more or less like that. I feel like I can do better if I'm not doing something that requires all my attention, because this game kind of requires a lot of like your attention or else you're not gonna beat it. Especially since the game just sort of speeds up and slows down at just complete random. Like right now, it's going way too fast. Is that it? Yay, it's it! And also the gray grass just kind of went away.
I finally got it. How come all these crystals are hidden in the most dangerous places?
Well, if they were easy and safe to find,
Also, if you're not sure of what's that's supposed to be, if I recall correctly, it's like a cloud with a projector in it that's displaying like a mirror image of Victoria.
with camouflage ability, and some you can't even see at all.
More enemies? Isn't there like a jewelry store or a pawn shop where I could just walk in, mug the guy at the register, and walk away with the crystal?
No. I'm the only human here, actually.
Oh, that's right. There is a... I tried to create some sort of like weirdly romantic backstory where Victoria's dad is a brilliant scientist, and after a horrible experiment goes wrong, he sends his one and only daughter to this evil dimension or whatever. And so she's been stuck here for the longest time, and she's the only person here, and that's made her bitter or whatever. And then I won't spoil the ending until once I actually get to the ending. I guess it'll be spoiled anyway. But I doubt you're gonna play this. And if you're watching this, either you're just watching just for the heck of it and don't really care to play it, or maybe you do really care to play it. Then in that case, I appreciate it. I feel like this is kind of one of those games like, what's like a terribly bad game that people get a lot of pride out of beating? I can't think of one. Oh, okie doke. I want to say Sonic 06 maybe? That's like like a rather lackluster game that's apparently hard to beat. Yeah. Oh gosh, I remember. My friend Luke and I did a Let's Play of the Minnesota Cute game, who knows how long ago, and like, this part was also a cave section in the actual game, and we had a lot of trouble with it, and
Here I go.
I guess at that point we were kind of like trying to be more like popular style like Let's Players where they just scream at everything that happens, and then like I saw it a while back, I'm like, why are we screaming at this? It's just a VeggieTales game, it's not that big of a deal. But you know, nowadays like I just react naturally to things. Like usually if something like, if I lose in a game or something like this, I just kind of, I'm like, nuts, I'll try it again, I guess. Usually games don't make me too angry. Oh! Yay, final part! I'm glad I'm about to finish my game.
Yeah. Thanks for launching me in the sky, by the way.
Sorry, I forgot all about that mushroom spring there.
Oh, it was,
Well, I finally got
Super
over the
Monkey Ball Adventure. That's the game. Like,
Yeah.
I had the PlayStation 2 version, which is, how do I put, like, GameCube control
Not
sticks?
exactly.
Like, people mostly play the GameCube version, but the GameCube controller, like, the control stick has, like, little rivets on the side that where you can just sort of keep it in one direction and it won't slip away. Oh, here's Victoria's Kingdom. He's almost there. Like, the GameCube controller has, like, these little rivets by the control stick to where, like, if you aim it at one direction, it'll stay put and you won't worry about slipping it away. I still do. I have the PS2 version, which does not have that rivet, so aiming the monkey in different directions and, like, the platforming and, like, a little ball like that was just very difficult for me specifically. I don't know why. It was very annoying, and I haven't played it since. Since around Christmas. I got it as a Christmas present. Because, like, I asked for, like, a bunch of... for my birthday, I bought I bought myself a PlayStation 3, but it's one of the cool launch ones that...
Here I go.
It's one of the cool launch ones that plays PlayStation 2 games natively. And I was like, well, I always wanted a PlayStation 2 growing up, so I was like... Because I had a GameCube growing up, but, like, all my other friends had PlayStation 2s. I'm like, this looks, like, really cool to me. I don't know why. And I didn't, like...
Well, that was
Like, I had some of the cool GameCube games. Like, I had, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and... Yeah, I think that's it. Like, I didn't have, like, Smash Bros. Melee or Mario Kart or, like, Zelda or nothing. It was... Those spikes are very badly proportioned, I'm just noticing that. But, how do I... Like, all my friends had PlayStation 2s, and I would, like, go over to their house and play. I'm like, these are so cool! And, like, what the heck is that thing? I'll use it in a second. And,
Here I go.
oh! That's what that is. And so I was like, yay, I could finally fulfill my childhood in playing PlayStation 2 games. So, like, I got, like, a bunch of PlayStation 2 games. And I asked for some more around Christmas so I could just sort of build up a little collection. It's not very big. I'm not really... I do play video games, like, every now and again. And even though it might seem different from my channel, I usually only play... like video games after like a long day of work and I just kind of need to wind down and rest and everything, or if it's for like some sort of video related project, because making video projects on video games is actually quite enjoyable. I enjoy it very much, like reviews and stuff like that. And oh, I didn't even know I had that. And like, otherwise I usually just play it like if I just need to wind down or just need to chill out. Oh, come on, that wasn't fair. and usually when I play games, I usually just like to play like classic ones. Like, I have a Nintendo Switch, and I still play my PlayStation 3 more than the Switch. I find it quite I find that quite funny, and like everyone's like, oh, like you probably play games like Uncharted or God of War or The Last of Us or something like that. I'm like, nope, I'm playing. Oh, come on! And I play games like Cars and Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, and well, I play like better titles like that. Like I just recently beat. Oh man, I was so close. Like I just recently beat the Sly Cooper trilogy on the PS2, or more specifically the PS3 remastered one, or whatever, where it has all 3 games in HD and on one disc. Because I really like the convenience of it. Doggone it! This stage is difficult. Either that or I'm just not really paying attention. It could be both. Yeah, so like... And I also... yeah, and like it's... Like my family and friends like to come over and play it, and it's really fun. I really like the PlayStation 2 for some reason, even though like a lot of people say, ooh, it's like graphically and technically inferior to other systems like the GameCube and Xbox. It's just, you know, it just has a special place in my heart for some reason in gaming consoles. And I especially like the PS3 version where you can play PlayStation 2 games, because not only can you like play them, you can upscale them to 1080p if you really wanted to. I mean, granted, it doesn't work too well on... Granted, it doesn't work that well on, like, newer, like, 4K TVs, I guess, because of, like, HDMI, like, input lags and everything. Oh, yes! That was close. I was getting a little nervous. And... yeah, oh. Yes! Like, due to, like, HDMI and new TV... technologies and stuff, it can kind of... PS2 games can sort of have a little bit of input lag if you upscale them or project them on newer TVs, but the TV that I personally have is like a big screen, like 1080p Samsung TV from like 2011, I think. It's not a smart TV or nothing. It's like a... back when like 1080p was like the greatest brand new thing, or maybe it was like a little past that point. I don't know when 1080p started becoming like this is the future or whatever, and not just like exclusively for like movie theaters and everything. I don't remember when that was, but it plays 1080p and looks really nice, and it was actually like a gift from a friend of like a family friend. It's like a nice older lady, and she's like, I have this TV and never use it. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah. And it works great. It was in perfect shape and everything. Because back then, before that point, I had like one of those really big rear projection tube TVs that's like super big and can go up to like 1080i and has those giant speakers on the bottom. I'm sure you've seen them, or you know someone who has it. Like, I know a lot of people who... No, I don't. I don't know anyone who uses them.
Here I go.
Yeah, so... Doggone it! So this game is a little... I might have to put up a seizure warning. This game is flashing a lot for some reason. I never really noticed. I'm too busy... I'm too busy paying attention to not dying here. If you guys are curious, I'm doing all 3 of these Let's Plays, like, back to back. So, like, I just finished the castle one, and then before that, I finished the Bugs Life one. Well, actually, after the Bugs Life one, I had some fried chicken, and then I did the castle one, because I was hungry. It's like currently like 2 o'clock p.m. the time I'm doing this. Or maybe like 3 o'clock, I don't know. With this whole coronavirus thing, I've just kind of completely lost track of the concept of time, so I think it's Friday. I actually am not 100% sure what day it is. Yeah, it's Friday. Okay. I didn't check anything, I'm just trying to like, what did I do yesterday that would make me think what day it was? I mean, when you're cooped up in the house... When you're cooped up in the house for a while, you tend to lose track of the concept of time, and plus I'm doing so many projects at once. Like, for instance, you guys have seen it already, but I haven't actually done this yet at the time of recording. Oh gosh, hold on one second. Haha! Yes! Sorry if that beeped.
You must be who I am.
There's Victoria.
Pleasure to finally meet you face to face, princess.
Let's cut to
Nice sarcasm.
Okay. Here are the crystals.
Wait
Now
for
send me
it.
home.
Wait
Perhaps there's
for
something
it.
I forgot to mention to you. Crystals, they happen to be filled with an incredible power that can transport only one person back to Earth.
So there, yeah, it's just knock off Chaos
Three
Emeralds.
guesses on
Nice
who
record
that
scratch.
person's gonna be.
What? I've just been stabbed. in the
What?
back. And thanks to Melody, I have a pretty good idea of what that feels like.
Oh, well.
What?
Life's
I think I
not
missed
fair,
that
you know.
joke.
Now
Also,
that
I
have
forgot
these
to
crystals, I can help
color
you
her
revenge
mouth
and
tan.
control
I don't know why I went with
and
this like
eventually
sepia
control the
tone.
universe.
I never did anything to you.
I don't
What?
think it was due to laziness. I think it was like a
As I've
stylistic choice that I went with the sepia
I'll
tone
tell you what, I'll
cutscene
give you
style.
a fighting chance. You and
Oh
I
yeah,
should
there's like a
contact
final little
the
boss
site
battle
agent.
after
The
this.
winner gets to keep the crystals.
Well, if it's the only way for me to get out of here, then I'm in. Here I go.
Darn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, she's like really slow. Actually, no, she's actually moving rather quickly. Uh-oh. I'm still winning, though. It's okay. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about the concept of time that I've lost. Oh, she just fell down. Oh, she fell back to the beginning because the game is going too fast. Oh, that's hilarious. No! No, I fell back to the beginning. Oh, yeah. So, you guys have already noticed it by now, but at the time I'm recording this, I'm currently redoing the theme of the Swiftness Studios channel theme for, like, the outro and stuff. And I actually got some, like, live musicians to help me record it.
A lot to take
You have heard it by now, and you're about to hear it because the video's almost over. And
evil fish. I can't
I'm also currently about to edit all 3 of these videos simultaneously and then get them uploaded and scheduled. And then,
Well, you've
what
got
the-
yourself a new friend.
thank you. You're the best victim I've ever told.
then I'm about to like schedule and upload them. And I'm also helping my friend Lizzie Kanoki edit a video and such.
Goodbye, Victoria.
And so like, I got a lot of stuff to do since I have a lot of stuff to take care of. And since I'm in self-isolation, this is like the perfect time to do so. So like, this is actually, I know it's not the same for everyone and this whole thing stinks, but like, this is sort of turned into a nice, like a nice staycation for me. Or, not even a vacation. Yep, there's Helena. And more of like just a time off so I can actually get some stuff done. Also, I forgot to mention, along with the Swiftness Squad, since that series is completely discontinued now, you guys can totally just ignore that little thing I put at the end of episodes and this game. Like, you're more than welcome to make YouTube poops or edits with the series as much as you want. I don't care. What? Why did you start over? I didn't mean to.